What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to episode 104 of the U.S.S. Enterprise D tutorial. I'm Zero Elite, and I just want to thank you very much for tuning in today's episode. If you haven't, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, helping me and supporting the channel. I can't thank you enough for that. And of course, don't forget to join the Discord channel. I have a link in the description below for all the latest updates regarding this channel. Also, I have a build poll going on right now for what my next ship build is going to be. And once you join the Discord, it will be on the left-hand side next build poll. So be sure to go on there and make your selection on what your ship that you'd like to see me do. I've already got a pre-populated list based on all my top requests on YouTube. But anyway, today we've got about a 20-minute episode. So we're just kind of going to jump right into it today. We're going to be working on adding detailing in for our engines. Because we'll be doing a lot of that this week that we're working on the exterior details. We pretty much have a white ship, so we really want to start fleshing this thing out to make it look a little bit more like the Enterprise D and getting those nice details on the outside so this thing just looks nice and pretty. So what we're going to need to grab is some red concrete, because we're going to be adding in the Starfleet insignia that sits on the top of the engines, and then also the pinstripes that go down to the backside. Now, you know, it's kind of funny. I was just actually, as we were zooming out, looking at the engines from the top. You can probably get an idea of what I mean when I say that the engines look a little bit stubby from the front. And you wouldn't be wrong. They totally do. But that's something that we are going to at least try to address. Because I know we've already gone in twice and we've extended the length of our engines. We're going to do that at least one more time. I have a picture on my Discord channel under my current projects tab to give you an idea of what this thing looks like now. And I'm actually really happy with it. I somewhat rebuilt the front side of the engines using half slabs, but I really didn't, because I still used the same pattern that we had originally. I just switched them out to half slabs, and then I extended the length just a little bit more to where it was at. And now I'm sorry, I got a little distracted there because my cat decided to just jump across my desk and demand attention out of me. But no, you know, we're getting our detailing in today. You can see I've got my builder line in the middle on my on the two sides of our warp engines, and the reason I'm doing this is really just to help me out with placement and make sure that this circle that I'm doing is going to be the exact on both sides. And I'm not necessarily going for a perfect circle here. This is more like an oval, but I think that this will work out it'll work out pretty nicely. Once we're done with this, we're going to fill in the center with red, and then we're going to come back with white concrete, because that'll contrast the quartz that we use to build the ship in, and it'll stand out nicely. So we can still build it in white, but it won't bleed in with the rest of the ship. Alright, we're going to do the same thing on the left side now. Yeah, still a ton of work to do on this tutorial series. Not really in any type of rush to get this thing done. Just trying to take this one episode at a time and get out the best possible build that I could possibly get out. But, you know, I have been thinking about what my next ship build is going to be. And that poll that I have on the Discord channel is going to help me determine that. Ironically enough, right now, the #1 request is Voyager. So all the people that requested Voyager, if that's the ship that you want to see me build, what are you waiting for? Get on the Discord channel and vote for Voyager, or what ship build you would like to see me build. Everybody that's been throwing their comments in, if I've been getting a couple of comments requesting that same ship, I can tell you right now it made it into the poll. I didn't talk about it in the beginning of the episode, but I will now. That poll is as follows: Stargazer, Jem'Hadar Warship, Deep Space Nine and Voyager, Enterprise NX-01, U.S.S. Excelsior, the U.S.S. Kelvin, Klingon Warbird, Romulan Valador type Warbird, U.S.S. Titan, and of course Voyager. Those are actually my #1 requests right now. The only ship that I did not include in that, out of my top requests, was the 2016 Enterprise A from Star Trek Beyond, but I've already committed to doing that tutorial. I'm just waiting until we hit 1,000 subscribers, because I think it's important to have goals on the channel and where I want to take it and the things that I'm going to have moving forward. And these are going to be the things that you can expect on the YouTube channel going forward, that I'm going to be setting goals to do certain builds, and on top of that, I'm going to be using the Discord to help me decide on what my builds are going to be, because I think it's the only way to go about it. You know, I want to try to get the community involved with it as much as I can, because if you have some investment in that, hopefully you'll stick around for the whole tutorial series. That's just kind of how I'm looking at it. And honestly, you know, I just want to get people's opinion too. I don't want to just go right off rip with the stuff that I want to build. I probably could have kept doing it that way, because that's how I started out with the channel. I just picked a build and I just went with it. But then I started noticing that I was having a lot of people make suggestions on some of the stuff that they want to see me do. And then I've seen other YouTube channels do it that way, or, you know, they'll do polls to get the people involved. And I was like, you know, this could be a way to go about it. And I think it's been working out pretty well so far. I've been getting some steady traction on the Discord channel. It's definitely helping the channel grow. Starting to get a nice little community on the Discord, but bear in mind it's still relatively new. I think I had 2 people join the Discord and then turn around and leave it. I don't know what they were expecting. Maybe they were expecting more people in it, or I'm not too sure about it. But just take that in mind when you join. That this is something that I just started, so I think the Discord has been up just over a month. It hasn't been a very long time at all. So I just started this, and this is going to be something that's going to be an ever-evolving thing that I do going forward. Yeah, I think Discord's going to be an awesome asset to help me with the channel, to do some really cool things that I can't do on the YouTube channel. You know, even one of the things I do want to talk about too, and I've been starting to do it, that if because at one point I was streaming on Twitch, but then Twitch decided to ban me for like however amount of time, because I had background music playing or whatever. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I get the whole copyright thing. I had a brain fart there. No, I understand the whole copyright thing, but I don't know, like, that kind of pissed me off a little bit. So for right now, I don't see myself going back to Twitch. I think that what I'm going to ultimately do, and I've been doing it here and there, where I've been doing streams on my Discord channel. So if you want to see some of my builds and stuff that I'm doing live, that gives you another reason to definitely join the Discord, because a lot of times what I've been doing now, when I get on Minecraft, I'll stream, so this way the people that want to check that out, what I'm doing, they can watch and see what I'm working on, and can always ask questions while I'm working on the build, while I'm doing it live. At some point, what I do want to do is start doing live sessions on YouTube. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I have to have 1,000 subscribers to do stuff like that. It's something I need to do a little bit more research into, but that's something that I want to do. And that's, I mean, it's one of the other factors too, and why I decided ultimately to kind of lean more towards Discord and my YouTube channel as opposed to Twitch, because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had a hard time getting it going on Twitch. And I mean, if I could have easily just stuck with it, and maybe down the road I would have gotten people, but it just kind of turned into being too much. And I just decided that I'm just better off focusing on one thing, which is the YouTube channel, and the Discord is something that I can do on the side with that, so it's not really a big deal at all to do it. But I'm definitely, I want to look into doing those live streams on YouTube. That's going to be coming. Like I said, I'm not sure if I need 1,000 subscribers or not. But I think that's a thing. But if you guys can help me out, share the YouTube channel so I can grow this thing up. Because at once we hit 1,000 subscribers, there's a lot more that I can do with the channel, um, and that'll be, just awesome. Because I really never expected. Put it this way, I never expected my channel to get 100 subscribers, let alone the 650 subscribers that I have today. Um, I didn't know if there was necessarily a demand for stuff like this. I just kind of, started recording my builds and posting them so people can see them, just because I enjoyed it, and it just kind of spun into this. And I had people asking me like, you should really do tutorials for this stuff, and then it just kind of clicked because I thought back when I first started building these ships that when I searched online, I've told this story before, but when I first started building ships on Minecraft, I went on YouTube and I tried to find tutorials on how to build the Enterprise, the Shatner era Enterprise from the movies. That was my goal, and you can find videos on YouTube that say U.S.S. Enterprise tutorial, but when you click on them, it's just some jerk sitting there talking about a build that's already been built, and he's not even going over his process or anything. They're just doing random stuff. And I hate to say jerk, but like that's what it made me feel like. It's like I felt like I was lied to, and I wasted the time of even clicking on the video. So that's one of the reasons why I do some of the stuff that I do on my channel. I try to show everything. I try to just go over my process. I have had some people like they'll get upset with me. They're like, "You don't give the exact dimensions." And it's like, I'm sorry. When I build, I don't even think about the exact dimensions. This is how I do it. Watch what I do, because if you watch exactly what I'm doing, I guarantee you will learn how to do this. But if you can get frustrated easily, then this maybe not necessarily be the thing for you. But having that patience, or to develop that patience, is the key to building ships on this scale. Because I can't tell you how many times I got frustrated with the Enterprise D. But the difference is that if I got frustrated with it, I took a step back, I walked away from it, I either stopped playing Minecraft for a couple of weeks, or I worked on a different area of the ship, and then I came back to that area with a fresh set of eyes, being fully recharged, and I approached it again. And that with that being said, if you are getting stuck, I'll try to help you out if I can. That's one of the reasons why I have the Discord too, so this way people that are having issues can post what they're having problems with, and if you do have an issue you need to post, make sure to post a picture with it so I can see what you're working on, so I can try to help you. But what I will say, for the most part, I actually really haven't had that many people post that they've been getting stuck. I've been trying to build these ships at a pace to where I'm not doing it super fast, so this way you can keep up with what I'm doing. You can see what I'm doing, pause the video, do that yourself, and then come back, and I'm not doing this at supersonic speeds, and I think that definitely helps. And yeah, this is just going to be one of those things that's going to be ever evolving. Every episode I do on these tutorials, I learn a little bit more, I get a little bit better at building, I get a little bit better at commentary, and it's been an ever evolving thing, because I've really I think it's only been like a year or two now since I've actually been it's been 2 years, because I've been working on the Enterprise D a year now. Before that I was working on the Cerritos, and then my first build prior to that, my first large-scale tutorial, was the Disco Era Enterprise. So it's been like 2 years at this point. This is just going to be one of those things that's going to be ever evolving. It's kind of what I'm wanting to get at there. Anyway, getting back into what we got going on here, I was rambling on about all sorts of stuff related to the YouTube channel, to the YouTubes. We're trying to get our star here to looking a little bit better. And basically what I'm doing here is I'm swapping them, because the angle that it was going at before kind of had the swish on the inside. And I'm going to be changing that up to where it's going to be on the outside. What I could have even done is just gone at a single block pattern on both the left side and the right side and just had both sides exactly the same. I don't know. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think of the star on the top section of the engine here, how it turned out. I don't think it necessarily looks bad, but I'm not necessarily set on it either. I feel like I could maybe do something a little bit better based off that scale. I don't know. I might leave it alone. I might come back to it and give it one more go. We'll see. Because I think there's two things. Well, it's not even necessarily the star, because even right there at that angle, that actually doesn't look bad. But what messes me up is a little bit is that you really can't see the red circle behind it too much. It looks a little pixelated there. And part of me felt like maybe I just need to make it just a little bit bigger. I don't know. But you can see on the inside, it's pretty much straight and it curves on the outside. That's kind of what we're going for there. So this way, the left side matches the right side. That's the most important thing here. If the left side matches the right side, you did something right. Because I promise you, when you start to make those little mistakes, one or two of them, it's not going to be a big deal. But it's when you start adding those things together, that's when it starts to make it or break it with your build. We're nearing the tail end of today's episode. I think we're going to be stretching out the length of our pinstripe on the back side of the engines here. Because they look a little bit short. We're going to bring them almost all the way up to these little cutouts that we did here in the back. Oh, and I completely forgot about this. We're adding the lower hull rear phaser banks. I don't know if we're going to be adding another row there for right now, because I know I do come back and add in another row. No, we're going to do it now. Cool. Or maybe not. No. So we will be coming back. I apologize. Sometimes it's easy to get the... it all starts bleeding in on this thing. Because you got to understand, I've been working on this thing for just over a year at this point. So some of the stuff that I've done on this have bled in together, and you forget exactly when you did it. But we did add in those rear phaser banks, but we're going to be stretching them out to give them slightly, just a little bit of a curve. But we won't be doing that today. We'll be coming back to do that at a later point. And really, we're really just getting into the beginning point of adding in all our exterior detail. It's kind of crazy to look at this thing right now, because my Enterprise D actually, it looks a lot different on the outside than how this looks right now. This is very, very plain. Oh, I actually had somebody do this on my Discord, where they swapped out the in the very, very center of the neck, going down to the lower hull. They have a red stripe, and they did that with a full block. Now, I don't know, I might actually try that out to see how that looks. The only reason I haven't done it is because that very middle, I used half slabs. So it's going to kind of look a little bit jarring when you get in close in there, because you'll have rows of half slabs on the side, and then you'll have a row of single full blocks in red. Now, that's not to say that you can't make it work, because if you go on my Discord, they posted the picture of it. It does not actually look bad. So, I mean, there's ways that you can definitely do it. So, I mean, I don't know. I might actually attempt even to do that same thing myself, because that is something that the Enterprise D does have. At the very, very, very center of it, going down from the neck down to the lower hull, it it has that red stripe. But I don't know. Um, I might wait to do it until we catch up to where I'm at right now, because I've got some other red pinstriping on the ship that I added in, and I did that because I couldn't add it in on the backbone, and I was like, well, maybe there's a couple other areas I can find to add it in on, and I used a couple of reference shots that I found online to kind of guide me there. And I'm basically, I don't know if it'll be too much red. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if you want an idea of where I'm at, I've got pictures on the Discord of what the current Enterprise D looks like. Let me know what you think in the comment section, if I should try to add in that red in the very center backbone or not. Or maybe just leave it the way it is. I don't know. You see I'm counting out there, the fifth one out. We're actually going to have to move over that row there to fix that side, that back cutout. That's okay, we can fix that. It's not a big deal. I will say, after we do stretch out this pinstripe on the top of the engine, it is going to make it look a heck of a lot better. But now we just have to adjust our cutouts here. We have to move them over by one. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. See, this is what I mean, just one step at a time, and we're getting this thing done. Now we've got our first set of, well, I won't say first set of details, because the engines themselves, you know, with the color and everything, that was our first step of detail. But now we're starting to get to a point where we can add in more. And this is kind of really the exciting part, because this is where the ship starts to come to life, when we start adding in all these extra details. By the time this thing's done, it's going to look awesome. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap us up today. We got a good amount of work done today. I think that's a good point to leave it at. If you have any questions or anything, make sure to drop a comment below in the comment section or in the Discord channel. I'll try to help you out if I can, or if you're just dropping by to say hey. Definitely love to hear from everybody. And new subscribers, don't forget to hit notifications on so you get notified when my new videos drop. And speaking of new videos, you can always catch my new Minecraft videos dropping Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Also, be sure to check out the Discord channel. I'll have a link in the description below. Of course, if you can help me out, share my channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. This way I can drop my tutorial on the 2016 U.S.S. Enterprise A. I'm really looking forward to doing that. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap us up today. I just want to thank you all again for tuning in today's episode. And I hope everybody has a happy and safe week. And of course, what did you make in Minecraft today? Let me know in the comments section.